So Modern Warfare has been out for over 2 months now, and within that time I have put officially just over 1 day's worth of gameplay. And with all that said, I can honestly say that I'm probably done with Modern Warfare. And I know in the title of this video I probably put something dramatic saying that I'm done with Call of Duty or whatever it may be, but I'm really just done with Modern Warfare as a game because I've been trying to hold on to some sort of hope that this game is going to just one day get that big patch and it's going to be fixed and I'm going to love the game and it's just going to be amazing. But honestly, I just don't see that coming anymore, and it really doesn't help when we're just kind of not hearing anything from the developers and we're just kind of sitting here thinking like, is anything that we want fixed is ever going to get fixed? Are they happy with how the game is? And that's the impression I'm getting, considering they're not talking about any of the issues that we bring up. It seems like they're happy with where the game is. But kind of backtracking a little bit to the idea of me not playing this game for the rest of the year, or not playing a Call of Duty game for the rest of its lifespan, that's kind of a big deal for me personally, because for me personally, ever since Advanced Warfare, when I really got into gaming, I had always played every Call of Duty from the start of its release all the way till the release of the next Call of Duty game. So pretty much the entire lifespan. It started with Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare even. I know a lot of people didn't really play that game or even buy that game, but personally I still liked it. I played it for its entire lifespan. And then World War II, even though I had issues with it at launch, which eventually got fixed 6 months later. Of course, I played that game from start to finish, and then even with Black Ops 4 from start to finish. But this is the first Call of Duty since Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty Ghosts was the only other Call of Duty game that I gave up on. But this seems like it's going to be another Call of Duty Ghosts for me, and I'm just done with it. Like, I'm just not having fun with Modern Warfare. No matter how much I play, no matter how much I try to adapt or anything, I just cannot find any sort of fun with this game, and it just doesn't seem like the developers have any intention of changing that. It seems like they're happy with how the game currently is, and that's what really pushed me over the edge, because at least in years past you had that hope that maybe the developers are going to fix this and maybe they're working on it, similar to what they did with World War II. But with this year, no, that just doesn't seem like the case. It seems like they're happy with where it is, which is really unfortunate for me and how I normally like to enjoy Call of Duty, because this is the first Call of Duty I just flat out do not have fun in, which is so weird because it's just not a similar feeling that I've ever felt before, because I've at least had fun in the other games. They may not have been groundbreaking, anything new or anything like that, but at least they were still fun. This game, no, it's just not that. It's just not fun, which really sucks. And I could be kind of a broken record here and go over all the millions of issues that everybody has with the game, which I might touch on them, but I don't really want to go into too much depth because, like I said, I don't want to sound like a broken record for everybody, because everybody knows the issues of Modern Warfare. But you know, it just doesn't seem like there's anything they're going to do to fix this. And what really kind of threw me off the edge is really the report that recently came out that Modern Warfare is the most played Call of Duty game on the current gen consoles. And that's where I thought, well, right there, it seems like they found their audience, which I'm not a part of, and doesn't seem like they're going to change it, which really does suck. And I mean, I know I don't want to do this, but I just kind of want to, you know, just go down the reasons why exactly where I'm not really having fun in this game, just where I want to do this, but you know, just I feel like it's necessary. Just say the issues with this game, because no matter how many times many people repeat it over and over again, it just doesn't seem like it's enough. Because obviously the main problem, to summarize it into just one way, is just by saying this game is designed and developed solely for a casual noob audience. That is what this game is designed for. No matter how you look at it, it is not designed for people who have spent years getting good at this game. It is designed for new people just to have fun in and to be able to get at least some kills in, and that is what this game is designed for. From the maps, which I'm not even going to have to bring up an argument for the maps, because the developers themselves have said the map is designed, or the map design in this game is designed for new players, so I don't even need to go into that. And then the lack of having red dots on the minimap, and their original idea of not even having a minimap. Like, think about that for a second. I mean, wow, remember playing the beta without a minimap? My gosh, that was rough. But you know, just all of the things that factor in that help a noob playstyle or a newer casual player compete with what should be a more skilled Call of Duty player, and kind of leveling that field because of the lack of the information or the clutteredness or the randomness or the unpredictableness of maps. Just kind of level the playing field between a good Call of Duty player and an average or casual Call of Duty player, and that's just something I just do not like about the game. And what really sucks about this more than anything is that these problems push me away from the game, and especially the idea that it's not going to change. Like, these push me away from it. But what I really hate about all of this is that I don't want to play Modern Warfare. I despise the game in its current state, and I cannot play it. But what sucks is that I want to support the game, even though I hate the gameplay in it. I just cannot play it. And the reason that is because all of the positive things that are inside this game. I mean, just think about everything we had been asking for in Call of Duty. We asked to remove a season pass, and they finally did that. All of the post-launch content is free in this game. The microtransaction system is fair. I mean, there are people who don't like it, but I think those people are a little like, you know, they're expecting too much, let's just say that. But really, I really like the microtransaction system as its current state inside this game. I think it's completely fair and just fine how it is, and I really appreciate that, because in these last few years of Call of Duty, the microtransaction system has been trash, to say the very least. And I mean, the other things that we got throughout this game, not only the monetary things, but we also got an almost brand new engine. I know it's not technically a brand new engine. In fact, Infinity Ward never said themselves there was a brand new engine. That was just something YouTubers and people on the internet said, and I'm guilty of this too. I found myself catching myself saying that and not actually fixing it. But it is true, it's not a new engine, but it's still a huge upgrade, and I'm not going to take that away because it's practically a new engine. I mean, calling something a new engine is a whole different thing, so I'm just calling it pretty much new engine that's built on something from the past. But regardless, there's so many things in this game that are just done right, and not to mention cross-platform play. I almost forgot about that. See, there's so many good things outside of gameplay that is good, and that's what sucks. Like, they're doing everything right except making the game fun, and I've talked about this in previous videos, and that is the major problem with this game and me. I just cannot stand how they handled the funness of this game, because it's just not fun for a player who has spent so many years trying to get good at your game, and then you get this and just smack them across the face and say, oh, well, you know, all those years you spent trying to get good at the game, yeah, they're all useless now, because it doesn't matter how much time you put into trying to get good at the game. We kind of level the playing field for everybody, and now everybody's a casual, everybody's on the same level, and that just really sucks, especially, you know, when you try to get good at something and then it's just all thrown out the window in 1 year. And the problems I just mentioned here aren't exclusive to multiplayer, because this game as a whole has like really disappointed me. Even the parts where I was expecting disappointed, they disappointed me even more. I mean, Spec Ops, I didn't have any expectations for Spec Ops. Like, if you guys heard my thoughts about Spec Ops going into this game, you know my expectations were below the floor, but they found a way to not only dig up those expectations but also tunnel under them. And it's just ridiculous how bad Spec Ops is in this game. Like, I just don't want to touch that mode unless I'm with people that I know and just could have fun talking to them. But I mean, that's true for almost any video game ever, so we're not even going to bring in that argument. But just to play, it is trash. Like, I wish I could insult this game mode more. Like, there's a way for me to insult how trash of a game mode this is. I honestly don't even care for the developers who developed this. It is trash. Like, it is that bad. I can't even give them any sort of a break like I have been able to in the past. Like, it actually frustrates me how bad that game mode is. But I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll start raging all over again. I don't want to go on a giant rant about Spec Ops here. But then there's Campaign, which Campaign was a disappointment to me, story and character wise. I mean, only Captain Price is the only decent character in this entire campaign. Everybody else is super forgettable, and not to mention that they do some very questionable things in the story, you know, namely making the Russians look absolutely horrible, which, don't get me wrong, the Russians weren't exactly the greatest people in the past and aren't the greatest people today, but you know, when you get to the point where there's war crimes committed by the US and then say those war crimes are committed by Russia, you know, it really does frustrate me, because that's just propaganda. I don't even care if it's propaganda for the country I live in. It's disgusting any which way you look at it. It's gross. It's honestly gross, and I don't want to have anything to do with that. And I mean, even without that, I still wouldn't like the campaign. campaign. I mean, the characters suck, and it really sucks because I was really looking forward to this campaign, especially coming off of Infinite Warfare's campaign, which was absolutely amazing. But regardless, I do want to end this video off just saying these last two things, and that of course is what could actually bring me back to this game, because as you can tell, I'm very frustrated with this game. I'm not playing it anymore, and I don't see a future for this game, but what could possibly do it? And it's really easy for me to answer. It's really only two possible things that I can even imagine bringing me back to this game. One, of course, is a World War II style overhaul to the multiplayer, because if you guys remember back with World War II, it was kind of really shaky for the first 6 months, and then they did a whole overhaul to the system, and it became a lot better. And if they could pull something like that, then maybe it could bring me back, but they'd have to do probably an even bigger overhaul than what they had to do with World War II, because the problems with Modern Warfare are more deeply enrooted in the game compared to the problems that existed inside World War II, because World War II were things you could just adjust, where Modern Warfare are things that are built into the game, and they're not nearly as easy to fix. And this is one of the main reasons why I just don't see a future with this game. But of course, the other possibility is that they come out with a battle royale that is maybe as good as Blackout. I mean, Blackout I think was a really good battle royale game, and I really like it, and it's amazing. So if they could do something on that level, then I could come back and play its battle royale mode if they release that. But currently, I don't know. I just can't expect anything out of this game anymore. But regardless, those are my thoughts and the reason why I'm quitting Modern Warfare and never playing it again. Maybe I'll play it for an update or two or something like that, but really I can't see myself playing this. I'm probably just go play the Master Chief Collection or something like that for the rest of the year until Treyarch, the actual COD developer who knows how to make a Call of Duty game, comes and makes a Call of Duty game. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on Modern Warfare, because I know a lot of that I said here is already, you know, broken record stuff. How many times have you heard it over and over again? I get it, but I just wanted to generally show exactly what's been going on with me, because, you know, normally I make videos on Call of Duty, and if you don't see me making any videos, you're thinking, what's up? And this is it. I just don't like Modern Warfare. I think it's a garbage game on the level of Ghost. Those are my actual opinions on this game. But yeah, anyways, if you guys did enjoy the video and you want to see videos, probably, I don't know if they'll be similar to this. I can't imagine myself, you know, really milking this whole hating on Modern Warfare thing all too much, but I don't know, we'll see. But regardless, that's about it for me. If you guys did enjoy the video, go ahead, do all the normal YouTube stuff, like, subscribe, bell, share, and all that great stuff. But I'm gonna go, and I'll catch you guys next stream, video, or whatever it may be, and laters, guys.